Shalom, Yasha'Allah. First and foremost, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Throw honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, put sincere gospel in sincerity and truth. This your brother Tazakai from Great Millstone, Indianapolis. And really, just having some thoughts, transit, on my way to camp, right now. And there's just a lot of spiritual things that's been happening and going on, and we understand that we at the end of this thing, so the main thing for us to do is to continue to abide within this truth, continue to get built up via the wisdom and knowledge of these scriptures, because we understand the times that we're coming into, we're approaching Jacob's trouble, and like I said, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy time. So we understand that ain't nothing really carnal that we can do as far as that be able to preserve us in those times. We got to depend on Yahweh Hashem Shai, because as the scriptures say, we are a worm, and we know that a worm is defenseless. So that's why we depend on Yahweh Hashem Shai to preserve us and to protect us and to, strengthen us in those time periods. And we ultimately know that we can't do nothing without him. And I was just having some thoughts yesterday. Elder Kazak, he had did a video, talking about, he went to like a sealed up building that had it said 1044, and we understand that that was symbolizing the the 144,000 already being sealed. So I was driving down this road, and one thing I noticed, like this street sign, it says 21st, and one thing that came to mind with the 21st is I thought about Revelation 20:21. You talk about New Jerusalem coming out of the sky, the new city, our new rulership, with a new refresh, a new earth, pretty much, not that it's gonna be destroyed into pieces, but just a refreshing, a new rulership, leaving the eon of Esau, Edom, and entering the eon of Jacob, the righteous seed that's here on earth right now, which we are, we're waiting to hasten that day. And it was spiritual because I was, just like I said, I was listening to that around 4 o'clock in the morning when he had posted 2 days ago, and then Elder Zakba, he had did like a response to it. And the thing about it that really struck a chord in me is that it's definitely a faith booster, with brothers and sisters, having the sightings, the chariot sightings, they seeing 144, seeing 444, they seeing 777, so forth and so on, and that all I believe, I can speak on behalf of the Akim and Akwathi, those are all faith boosters. We understand that we are, drawn to the end of, Esau, Edom's, rulership, and like I said, we understand that, hey, Yahweh and the holy angels they're going to render in our rulership with the destruction of this place. First and foremost, Babylon the Great here in America. And, I was just, listening to it because, one thing I will say, yesterday, listening to that, as soon as the elder, Manak Zabba had said 144 in his lesson, I actually rolled past, some spiritual things, and I'm actually, after this light right here, I want to show you, because this was the exact area where I was, that had seen these spiritual things, because as soon as he said, 144, a lot of spiritual references had popped up, and ultimately, I won't be able to show you. Also, I had seen a SUV that had 144, and I seen a semi that said the same thing. It said 144 on the license plate. So right here at this point right here, it said, like I said, I'm on 21st Street, so I was thinking about Revelation 21. Then you see this sign right here, and it says 13:11. So I immediately thought about Romans chapter 13:11. That says, and now, roughly paraphrasing, now that knowing that it is time, it is high time to wake up out of sleep, for our salvation draweth nearer than when we believe, roughly paraphrasing. So I was like, wow, and that was spiritual. Because as soon as he said 144, then that, and I rolled past that. So I'm like, yeah, it's definitely, it's high time to wake up out of sleep. Because we understand we drawing, 9-9 to the end of this wicked rulership. So then, like I said, the spiritual thing that, like I said, the Lord just kept, showing more and more, spiritual things on my way to Bible study yesterday. And up here is pretty much where, well, really just, kind of choke you up a little bit, but you understand, hey, man, the Lord is, he here, his presence is here, he's with his men, and Lord willing we be of that number, that hopeful elect, and really the point, the sign I want to show is over here on the left side, and Lord willing, hopefully I can, you know, get a good image of it. But just was like this whole time on the way to Bible study yesterday, like I was just mesmerized, just like wow, you know, because hey, the Lord is showing His presence here in the earth. So after I had seen that sign, if you look over here to the left, this sign right here, it actually says 144. If you can see it, you know. So it actually said that. You know, Lord willing, I was able to, you know, get that on camera. But yeah, like I had, as soon as I seen that 13:11, you know, I thought about that Romans, and I seen, you know, I was on 21st Street, thought about Revelation 21, and then actually seeing that sign that said 144. You know, so this is, you know, these is really just premises on this in transit, is, you know, just to, you know, help uplift brothers and sisters, you know, like I said, like an exhortation to, you know, like I said, to continue within this faith. You know, the Lord not gonna forsake us. You know, He gonna always be here for us, those who actually trust in Him and believe in Him. He's not gonna, you know, He's not gonna leave us out to dry, so to speak. You know, everything He said He gonna do, trust and believe He gonna do it. He's not a man that He should lie. If He said that we trust on Him and believe on Him, and He's gonna preserve us, He's gonna, you know, bring us to that salvation. And hey, some of us may have to be martyrs for this truth, but hey, at least you died for the sake of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And, you know, understand that you definitely gonna have a place. You know, you're gonna, hey, when Yahweh Shai come back, you're gonna come back with Him. You know, so it was just, like I said, it was just a spiritual, like, hey, you know, our elder up here, Elder Nabba, he always say to always, you know, walk in the Spirit. Everything is spiritual. Another brother always say everything's spiritual. Everything that happens is spiritual. You know, we look at everything spiritual. I'm not saying we go around looking for signs that say, you know, 144 this and stuff like that, because the Lord, it just pop up. You know, like, you know, we ain't trying to hold up traffic and, you know, cause a pile up or, you know, anything like that. You know, we just seeing these signs. The Lord's just showing these signs. And that was just something that was on, you know, that was on my mind, you know, as, you know, yesterday, just listen, cause I actually watched those videos, you know, and then as soon as the elder said 144, I seen that 13:11, then as soon as I drove down the road there, and Lord willing, I was able to capture it, but that sign said 144. So, you know, right now on the way, like I said, on the way to camp right now, like I said, I'm part of the, like I said, the Great Millstone Indianapolis camp. Really, Lord willing, I can put the link, you know, in the bio, so, you know, brothers and sisters can subscribe, you know, because, you know, to get fed via the, you know, camp or whatever. But yeah, just that was just some of the things that was on my mind. Like, you know, we coming into some trying times. You know, we coming to a time period that, hey, none of us really can imagine how bad it's going to be. But when they say we come into a time period that has not been since there's been a nation here on earth, we understand that these times that we come into are going to surpass that of the flood. You know, that of catastrophic events like Mount Vesuvius, you know, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, slavery, translated slavery, all that together, we come into a time period that's going to eclipse all of that, you know. So, I just read, it was just a mailbox on the ground that just said 1404, 144. That's the Spirit, you know. Like, that's how big. Like I said, the Lord is always, and it's like I couldn't get it. It was a mailbox that was on the ground. I couldn't get it, but man, the Lord, you know, His presence is here. He's among us, you know. So hey, that's more the reason for us to go hard, you know, for this truth. You know, like I said, Yahweh Shai, when He came down here, you know, hey, he sacrificed Himself for the sake of us, so that we may have a chance to repent and to, you know, conform to the ways of Yahweh Shai. So again, you know, Lord willing, we be of that hopeful elect. So hoping this little, you know, this lesson, this little exhortation, you know, is edifying, you know, to the body. You know, I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. The honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do well. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that's pushing this great gospel week in and week out in sincerity and truth. Shalom, Yasha Allah, Abide.